Welcome to Luxary Auto One, the channel that brings you the most intense, shocking, and unforgettable moments from the world of live television and celebrity drama. Today's story is about the 2025 Good Morning America interview that went from warm and friendly to explosive and unforgettable in just minutes and ended with Meghan Markle being kicked off the set after an outrageous exchange with Michael Strahan. The day started like any other on Good Morning America. The lights were bright, the cameras were rolling, and Michael Strahan's trademark smile filled the screen. Viewers at home expected a relaxed, upbeat conversation about Meghan's latest humanitarian campaign and maybe a few personal updates. Meghan arrived on set looking composed and camera-ready, wearing a stylish pastel suit and flashing a graceful smile as she greeted Michael. The conversation began lightly. Michael asked about her travels, her work with women's empowerment programs, and how she balanced her projects with family life. Meghan spoke with practiced elegance, sharing stories of recent charity events and upcoming plans. It was smooth, it was polished until Michael shifted the conversation. "Meghan," he said, leaning forward slightly, "there's been a lot of talk lately about your public image, and some critics say you spend more time talking about change than actually delivering it. What's your response to that?" The tone in the studio changed instantly. Meghan's smile tightened. She replied, "Michael, with all due respect, I think those critics don't see the work happening behind the scenes. Real change takes time, and I've dedicated my life to making it happen." Michael didn't let up. "But some would argue," he continued, "that your name ends up being the story more than the cause. They think the spotlight's more on you than on the work itself." The audience went silent, sensing the tension rising. Meghan's voice sharpened. "That's a tired narrative, Michael. It's the kind of thing the media loves to push because it gets clicks. But I didn't come here to defend myself from cheap shots. I came here to talk about the work." Michael raised his eyebrows slightly. "I'm not taking cheap shots, Meghan. I'm asking questions the viewers want answered." "No," she said firmly, "you're framing a story that fits a headline, and you know it. Maybe you should be asking why the public is so quick to tear down women who try to lead, instead of trying to trap them in interviews like this." The control room was buzzing, unsure whether to cut to a commercial. But Michael stayed calm. "Look, this is your chance to set the record straight." "Are you saying all your critics are wrong?" Meghan leaned back, visibly frustrated. "I'm saying I won't sit here and play your game, Michael. If this is the direction you want to take, then maybe we're done here." Michael paused for a beat, then said in a measured tone, "Well, if you're not willing to answer the questions, maybe you're right, maybe we are done here." The crowd reacted with a low gasp. Meghan's eyes widened, then she gave a tight smile. "Fine. Then I'll save us both some time." She unclipped her microphone, placed it on the table, and stood up. Without another word, she walked off the set, heels clicking against the studio floor as the camera awkwardly panned back to Michael. Social media erupted within minutes. #Meghan kicked off GMA and #Strahan showdown began trending worldwide. Some viewers blasted Michael for being disrespectful, accusing him of ambushing her. Others defended him, saying he was just doing his job and asking tough, fair questions. Later that day, Meghan issued a short statement: "I won't participate in conversations that reduce my work to gossip or personal attacks. The causes I fight for matter more than manufactured drama." Michael, meanwhile, addressed it briefly on the next show, saying, "I ask the questions people are talking about. Sometimes that makes guests uncomfortable. That's not my problem, that's the job." The fallout was fierce. Entertainment programs dissected every moment of the interview. Body language experts pointed to the instant Meghan's demeanor changed. Debate panels argued about whether Michael crossed the line or whether Meghan overreacted. And through it all, one thing was clear: Good Morning America had just delivered one of the most talked about moments of 2025. It was the kind of live television drama that reminds everyone why anything can happen when the cameras are rolling, and when it does, the whole world is watching.